Hello, hello. I'm so nervous. I like it. Hey, Skirk, thank you for the 30 bits. Boop. Hey, Bite, how you doing? Hey, Viper. Why are we nervous? Cause, like, this run, I really want to do it. And we're right at the fucking end. I have 4 things to do today. Yeah, I have Seer, Maliwan Takedown, Guardian Takedown, and fucking Hemo. Hemo without Fight for Your Life. Which I don't think I've ever done, by the way, in one of these challenges. Unless it's like Iron Bear. Or Fight for Your Life Hemo, Jesus. Yeah, like... But first I need to get to Hemo, which involves going through Maliwan fucking Takedown. You know what Maliwan Takedowns are like? I also need to do a Guardian Takedown run as well. Which... my Guardian Takedown's not free. I go down a lot in Guardian Takedown because, like, Sarahs leap at you, and with a free radical, you just die. We need to finish this run before Face Grasp with Borderlands 4. What could possibly go wrong? Borderlands 4, yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Phase Grasping for another 6 years. Oh yeah. I just know I'm gonna use that action skill. Phase ball. Ball. Now the clip's kind of weird. There's 2 people already picked up, and then she does the doofer and picks up a 3rd. So, like, I don't know what's going on with that. There it is. Yeah, it's just not on the siren this time. Like Hollow's not even a siren, and she's got Phase Grasp. Like, why? I thought I was free. TPS was bad because there was no Phase Grasp. Oh shit. Was she the one I was excited to play as well? Hollow? No. I'm excited to play the Viking and the Siren. Are we endgame chasing our target farm gear today? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do endgame. I'm not gonna... I should stall and try and get a corrosive fish lap, but I'm not going to. I don't want to die while stalling, because that would just be embarrassing. So, like, in the next hour and a half, 2 hours, however long it takes, we win or we die. His body is fucked just like me for real. Oh dear. I don't think I've seen anyone who actually wants to play Torrent. So I've seen a couple of polls, and the most popular character is by far Vex, and it's not even close. Then it's relatively split between Rafa and Eamon. I think it's leaning more towards Rafa. And then the least popular by a margin is Harley. Harlow does have some dedicated fans though, who are like all in on the Harlow train. But Vex is almost certainly like Vex's popularity is of the level Flax was. Like if you remember pre-launch, like everyone was like all over Flack. Like every poll, it was like Flack was twice the amount of second place. Vex is the same. It's just like everyone loves Vex. Is Vex the most popular just because we've seen the most of her? I don't even think that's true, to be honest. Like, okay, the extended gameplay was a bit more Vex-oriented, but like you didn't really see much ability-wise. I think people just love the purple cat. I think that's what it is. I think people just love the purple Sabretooth. And then, you know, the Banshee, like, scythe thing, and the fact that she's a goth siren, yeah. Yeah, I know, thanks. Interestingly, one of the pet capstones gives it an aura that gets ordnance damage, and a couple of the skills around that tree seem to be have a picture of like a rocket launcher. So it seems that Pet Vex is going to like ordnance, grenades and launchers and miniguns, which is interesting. If grenades are good, then we might get a very flak-oriented playstyle there, where you're commanding the pet around whilst lobbing grenades. Could be fun. Roll reversal build all over again, right? Oh no. Do Rafa and then either aim and Vex. I'm gonna do Rafa. I reckon Rafa will have a very strong gun build. And I do want to level a Rafa for melee. Harlow and Eamon, those intrigue you the most. Also the characters we've seen the least of. Hey, Kitty, good to see you. Hiya. Rafa's TDO guy, right? Yes. Yes. One thing that intrigued me is I reckon Rafa might have like a robo skill tree, where he becomes more and more robotic, kind of like Wilhelm. That's copium. That's hopium. But based on his character description, like that just seems to make sense. The Maliwan weapons getting Maliwan Vault into his pog. Toronto! I want Eamon to be an actual tank. Well, with the damage model of Wonderlands, hopefully they take that over. Rip Dahl, though, it's fine. We've got Daedric. I mean Daedalus. Daedric. They're basically just Dahl. Like, even their gimmick is just like the same. Yeah, Mask Pony came back the other day, Leo. Gifted some subs. Dahl's such a Nullingburger. Yeah, I'm not surprised they removed him. And tried to make something a little bit more interesting, but I'm going to be honest, Daedalus is, again, it's still just kind of Dahl again, so, like, Daedalus could have just been Dahl. Daedalus seems quite interesting because you're gonna have like an assault rifle, then you change mode and it becomes a shotgun, and it just like starts firing shotgun spread. It's like kind of weird. You'd rather have Dahl and TDO? I get preferring Dahl weapons to TDO weapons. There's a lot of fantastic Dahl weapons, and I fully get you because Dahl weapons just feel good because they feel like guns, amazingly. But TDO are definitely like far more gimmicky. And surface level are a lot more interesting. But yeah, I like that, using Dahl guns. They just feel good to use. You know, between like Soul Render and Hornet, Nemesis, whatnots. It's as basic, yeah, but like sometimes in a gun game, you just want to pick up a gun that shoots bullets in a straight line into the enemy skull. And Dahl does that. I don't want to fire a gun that fires an orb that's going to go, I'm going to go this way, I'm going to go that way, I'm going to move the speed of a brisk walk. I don't want that. I want a gun that fires a bullet. And ideally a straight line. Part license mag size. Mag size has never been a Dahl thing though. Why would... what? Part variance of operator has been concerned. If the license part thing is just the Borderlands 2 system, but parts do more stats, it'll suck, but it'll suck less. Like, if we have a part variance that's the level of Borderlands 2, as in like, oh, here we have assault rifle, there's one Daedalus barrel, there's one Vladoff barrel, there's one Jacobs barrel in the entire assault rifle class, then it will be palpable. More is okay if there is limited difference between them. So, like, say there's like 3 Jacobs barrels. If the difference between the 3 Jacobs barrels are limited, then if there's 3 barrels across all the manufacturers, then that also balances out. If we can switch parts, that would be great. I don't expect this to be. I've seen a lot of people talking about this, and I have no reason why anyone would thinking that it is. The Gearbox are so against part crafting. They're so against it. When Anoint rerolling was popular, they tried so damn hard to dial it back for Wonderlands with the whole limited per item thing. Like, they just don't want players to be able to re-roll a thing that dropped. They want you to go and get another one. They are so against it. Even if it's like one of each manufacturer. Yeah, it just... What I'm saying, Jack, is it puts it somewhat on the level of Borderlands 2 part variance, which means a Borderlands 2 level of drop rate wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, and it would actually be kind of fine. No, yeah, they've added improved farming systems as well, so... Which, Viper, you might not have caught. I have a theory about this re-rolling, this respawning and rerunning of missions and bosses. The fact that it's an in-game button. I fully expect Gearbox to do it in a way where it takes longer to run to a button to respawn an instance of combat than it does to save quit. Provided save quitting still refreshes the combat itself as well. That was your first thought. It's like, if I find an instance where save quitting is quicker than doing their new feature, it'd be fucking hilarious. And be like, yeah, Gearbox, you tried so hard. I mean, still fantastic for co-op though, because no doubt it'd be faster than putting a lobby back together. But still funny. Run for a minute to get back to the start. Wow, it works so seamlessly. Your birthday? Happy birthday! I take a thing of cinnamon rolls, and I think you could go roll them up and bake them. Why? Because I want it. Damn fucking right. Damn fucking right. You want it because you want it? Fucking go for it. You're an adult, and you can make adult decisions. Like a cinnamon cookie roll. Co-op's always been at the heart of Borderlands. Since when? Look, it's a heart that's on its last legs, okay? It's a heart with a pacemaker attached to it, okay? Co-op has always been at the heart of Borderlands. It's just been a bit shit. I can't even go fight for my life. That's exactly it, Mike. If my health bar hits 0 and I go into fight for my life, that's it, that's the run over. The instance on Eden 6 does not count, there is no bypass. Other than that, I'm not allowed to enter fight for my life. I'm stalling. I'm stalling. I'm forced to adult, then I'm abusing my right to adult. Now, how you doing, Nepsy? Hope you're well. Hiya. You just hit a button in your inventory. Yeah. Okay, fuck. What to play with it, or so I'm stalling, continues to stall. I don't want to play. I don't want to do this. I want to go home. Before does it look good? Yeah. Okay. I've already disabled the event. Good. I mean, yeah, we're talking about Borderlands 4 and we're hyped as fuck. Will it give me early access to 4 like they did with 3? I don't know. I mean, obviously there was quite a bit of pushback against creators getting early access, but also review copies do exist. Every game sends them out. So, like, if I can get a review copy, sick. Like, that's just an inevitability. People will get review copies. Now, I didn't get a review copy or anything. I didn't even get a launch copy of New Tales from the Borderlands. So, I'm hoping they haven't forgotten about me.
As you know.
Is that alright? But, like, anything regarding early access, we're so far out, nobody knows if they're getting it or not. Unless they've got, like, super awesome mega deals that I'm unaware of. Like, this is way too early to even be thinking about, you know, early access copies. Early access copies were, like, a thing you'd know about right before the game comes out. Not months in advance. They only have to keep removing the release date forward. If they decide, hey, we're releasing the game next week, then maybe, but they're not going to do that. Would I even be allowed to tell you yet? No. Definitely not. I don't think they allowed us to say at all last time until, like, the day before the game came out. Or, like, until embargo lifted. Which is, of course, a limited content embargo, like, you can't show past a certain point and whatnot. Because I remember, in the 2 weeks prior to Borderlands 3 coming out, I would stream Borderlands 2, I would end stream and immediately load up Borderlands 3, but I couldn't tell anybody. So I would play Borderlands 3 through the day, close it, play Borderlands 2 for the stream, end stream, load Borderlands 3 back up.
Do you hear that?
No, just an uneasy sensation.
That's not good.
After that state of play, you need it now? I know, right? It's like, you want to ignore something until release date, and then suddenly you get more and more information, and then it's just harder to. I forgot to walk for a second? Yeah, it's a bug here. I think it's to do with dialogue skip.
Report back. This is exactly what I was worried about. No chance he did this to himself, right?
Yeah, less than no chance.
Yeah, it was a stretch. Okay, we officially have another murder. Let's see if we can find, you know, the rest of him. Looks like he was touching the water when it happened. Be careful.
I found the other half of verbal.
Look out! So deliberate. Who's put up there as a warning? Me. Wait, who said that?
Mediocre. I didn't say anything.
Voice. Coming from over here.
Out of all the sirens, which one's my favorite and why?
Just to say what I think we're all thinking. Endless
Lilith.
spikes, creepy whispers, guy cut in half. We
Whole
probably
W
should-
gameplay.
You're right. We can't give up now.
Giggles, I'm pretty good at this.
What mysteriously or needs to break through? We have to investigate this tomb.
That's not... Okay, I guess I'm not talking you out of this.
Alright, expedite. Okay. Right. Viper. Expedite. Gain kill with action skill. Gain a percentage increased cooldown rate. Lilith. Gain any kill. Flat time off of your cooldown.
Enemy ahead.
I'm sorry. Lilith has a beat. You're sad you didn't know that? Literally, you come out of phase walk, you punch somebody in the face, explode them, and then suddenly you get phase walk back.
Rotting from within.
Huh.
You zip out of phase walk, you gun 2 people down in half a second, and you go back into phase walk.
Probably use your siren powers, right?
Imagine killing 2 people with Tandava and just getting Tandava back. Immediately. I'm playing the Doomsday Mara build. Is there any way to not have quite annoying sound from face punch and melee triggers? Don't use knife drain.
Keep forgetting I have superpowers now. Come on, let's look around. The whispering, it's getting louder, but...
Oh no, run over!
This is not your path.
This one is undodgeable.
Go away! Something doesn't want us here, which means we're on the right track. Come on. Think I
Making the sound. If it's the sound that I think you're referring to, then yes. Run didn't clarify. So yeah, this one is dodgeable if you play as Moze. Because this one, like, I don't it's weird, because that one isn't a proper fight for your life, because you don't have a bar ticking down or anything. But it's the one that you can dodge with Iron Bear, so... Hi, bitch, sounds like Open Velvet. Yeah, sounds like Knife Train. It's not a great Knife Train. As a Mari, you have Ebb and Flow. Whenever you kill an enemy with a melee attack, you gain like health back, and it's a full heal in endgame. So, if you don't mind not having healing on shot, you can get healing on kill. But it has to be the melee that gets the kill. So if like your body and minds will not get the kill, it won't proc.
Feeling less and less good about being here.
Come on. Now we need to know more. This place is falling apart. What iridium stuff survived forever.
Anyone else want to try? Come on, more!
Another one. Let's check it out.
Silence! Somebody shoot this one!
Turn back. Causality can still be restored.
Stay out of my head! More guardians. Hold them off. I'll figure out how to work this
A trance, a dance, a massacre!
Watch the Bane be a legendary in Borderlands 4.
It stopped. It really doesn't want us to see.
I've said this in the past. If Gearbox ever re-add the Bane, annoying sounds, and slow movement speed, so long as the weapon itself is capable enough, I will do an entire playthrough of whatever game it gets added in. From the moment you can gain access to your inventory to killing the final boss, never unequipping the Bane.
The course must be corrected. The twin acausals must be delayed. You will lead them astray. The prime instrument must reach the ship containing the key fragment first.
Why? What's at stake?
Okay, Lizzie, hear me out.
The end itself.
See, ruin. I'll do as you say. Just this once.
I'm going to each step in the loading screen button with the Bane. Add delays to my runs. No, I thought you were going to tell me to, like, stop committing self-harm.
For us.
But here you are, encouraging it.
Why is it fighting us now?
You've changed.
Every guardian I've met has either tried to kill me or used me for its own purposes. Even if it was helping us, I doubt it's a friend.
If this thing has been behind the scenes this whole time, then it has answers. It can tell me why.
This is just clarifying specifics of the self-harm.
This way.
I'd like to start doing these things, but I can only be ignored so much. I'm not ignoring you, I'm just saying no.
You can do better than that.
course must be corrected. The twin causals must be assisted. You will lead them to the vault of the architects. It must be ready before the prime instrument arrives.
Please, I don't want to help the COV. I'm a Crimson Raider.
What is irrelevant? The course must be corrected.
You were right. It wasn't helping us. Just getting us into place. But for what?
You will not find her.
Vault Hunter! Where'd you go?
Ava, can you hear me? Follow my voice. Don't move. Weak.
Either Zane or Amara is going to die in Borderlands 4. Do you say that just because those are the two characters that have been confirmed to return? Probably Marika's Siren Curse. Every mainline game, the Siren is killed. Who knows, it could be Lilith this time.
Almost done.
Ava's dying in Belt 4. I'm curious that we haven't seen any Ava yet. Not even like a... You know, like a 2-frame trailer snip or whatever. She died enough. I mean, she's only had one fake out. I mean, okay, I suppose 2 because of the whole fucking Troy cutscene.
Just stop.
I kind of wish they didn't write Krieg's DLC in a way that it could have been done before Maya's death. Like, I think Krieg's DLC should have been min-level a bit higher and be set after Maya's death. And that be a bit more involved with Krieg's story.
That sucked. This Guardian is trying to keep us away. That means we're close to finding answers.
What's my next challenge? Don't have one lined up. Let me beat this one first.
The course can no longer be corrected. Though the twin acausal threat was eliminated, another acausal's actions have proven catastrophic. When the key vanished, so too did the future.
The key? You mean when Lilith firehawked Elpis?
The actions of your leader did not merely bend the course, she shattered it. All of our work is for naught.
That's what you get for trying to control us.
Acausals like you are chaos incarnate, unguided, ripping holes in the fabric of causality like exit wounds through flesh. But you are correct. You cannot be controlled. You must be removed entirely.
Go, go, go!
GG.
Eat it, ancient dickhead! We did it! All countries, you realize the result.
That I'm one of the rare people in the universe with actual goodwill.
Sure, yeah, but we solved our mystery! Mr. is officially a true crime success story! Sponsors for life! Come on, let's leave this place.
It was so quick we missed it. Skill issue.
You heard what that guardian said. That I'd find what I was seeking. There's only one thing that can mean. Lilith's still out there.
I don't think so, Benny, no.
Find her.
Legit thinking, look at this new missing action skill and then the boss died.
Come on by the bridge and say what's up, crew.
Maliwan's licking its wounds after the drubbing we gave him, but I've picked up some scary intel. They're developing some sort of new weapon. If it's deployed on Promethea, we're toast. Go to their research facility and knock some sense into them.
I don't want butt cheeks together for this. Midnight's Care is incredibly fucking dangerous. This is probably the second most dangerous activity in the entire run.
Kid, get in there and take down whatever Maliwan's cooking up. I don't care how you do it, as long as it's messy.
Is Vex the first captain playing either Vex or Eamon? Also burnt fingers. Set up for success. My fingers are fine. They're a lot better today. Like, I went to bed last night. I set up so I could just like hang my arm off my bed in a pot of water. And fuck, that helps so much. I've burned my fingers. So, like, we gotta clean a lot of shit throughout a day, as you can imagine. We are a busy place. And normally, when things are put on my section, they say, hey, this is hot. They didn't. And I picked up the pan to wash it, and it fucking burned. I do like how he picked the worst at Fight for Your Life character for this run. Yeah, I got it underwater pretty quickly, and then for like 15 seconds, and then I got burn gel on it. So, it didn't really blister. There was like a tiny amount of blistering on one of them, and that was the one that was annoying, mainly. But it's fine. I got away with it. This is all correct. Did Lazy lose his fingers? I lost my fingers. I am fingerless.
Intel says there's an elevator down to the lower levels. Make your way there.
Yeah, I've had worse burns. It's fine.
I'm counting on you, Bolt Hunter.
Is that the best you've got? I am the greatest. Eyes up, gotta
Remember when I burned my hand and I had to play one-handed? And we did like a whole like one-handed thing? Jesus fuck! Maliwan takedown, I've only just walked through the fucking door.
Feels so right.
I meant that you'd fucking do it.
Feeling good. Enjoy. So much power.
Sir!
Ruin them. I am brimming. Oh, great. You're welcome.
You know, if I had like a heart rate thingy, if I had a heart rate thingy right now, you'd be concerned. Perfect time to talk. Perfect time to talk about F1, I reckon. Dude, poor Antonelli. Thankfully, it's only a mini race, as Toto says. I'm gonna continue doing these runs. I should get a heart rate monitor. It'd be fun.
Fully energized. Enemy ahead.
What happened to Kimmy? He kind of got bullied on turn 1, and then Red Bull just like attempted murder and released Verstappen right into his path. They collided in the pit lane. Max lost his front wing and Kimmy missed his pit box, so he had to go through the pit lane, around the track, and then back into the pit lane.
Ready to unleash this power. Come on, more!
Okay, so positives and negatives to clearing Maliwan Takedown Bridge in a way that I'm doing so right now. Positive, I kill everybody in front of me, nobody behind me. Negative, these spawns eat spawns, making bridge less dense. Killing these enemies allow more spawns to happen at bridge. Another negative, I don't normally play this way, so it's different to what I'm used to. And I don't know these spawns.
I can feel the power.
Which is always a bad thing to do during a run. But I am confident enough in my ability that this is what I should be doing. What shield am I using? Revolter. Also, what the fuck? That ship just did a drive-by. Sir, fucking die! That was toxic, I'm sorry.
Let's make this quick, yeah? Anyone else want to try? Time out.
I'm not going to use my second proc here, that was a lot of expedite.
In the palm of my hand. Feels so good.
Fucking Christ. Jesus. I dare, if anyone tries to go, well, actually, you did this on Amara, the character with OP, like, I will fucking gut them. You do it! Hold on. Hold on. My left hand is shaking. A couple things, Slytherin. So, hollow points. So when you headshot somebody with a railgun, they'll go bang. Splash radius boosts the radius of this bang. This bang will one-shot basically anything in the game. And the other one is hammer down protocols, the nukes. And saber rounds as well, they pop. So if you like using saber rounds, inclusive radius for those is handy for things like Wotan when he splits, and just Hemovorous and Vermi in general, because sometimes you can hit them both in one volley, so it's very nice.
Now that is definitely your target! Light that giant bastard up!
I am brimming!
That's annoying.
I'll be adding that takedown to my height.
Brilliant work, Vault Hunter! That ass kicking will make Maliwan think twice before they come at us again.
Woo! Oh, Takedown. There's one very specific item that I'm trying to get right now, but I'm not gonna farm it, so if I don't get it, it's fine. Won't be part dependent. If I get it, it should be good.
Coursing through my veins.
Grenade radius Berserker is kind of tempting, but also like, okay, so there's something about the Hemo fight. How many times have you thrown a fish slap only for it to hit the enemy and bounce back in the direction that you're moving? That is a concern. More than enough. That is it's coded to do that. It's like, It is a concern. What we're looking for, a ×7 face puncher. I have one, but it's ×14, which means I only get 3 shots out of it, which is not very practical. So at least with Seer and Maliwan Takedown, it's a short activity that's over in like 10 minutes. 5 when you're, you know, gunning it.
Energy signatures consistent with Guardian activity in the Minos system. Minos Prime is a
There we go.
well-settled planet. Perhaps we can enlist the help of some locals to track down the source. Bring the ship there and we can begin.
There will be many times in the next 40 minutes where I think my heart will skip a beat.
That piece of Minos should be stable enough for you to start investigating the Guardian signature. Proceed at your leisure. Whatever that is. Whatever destroyed this planet, I am increasingly sure it is related to the Guardian signal. Enter the breach, Vault Hunter, and find it.
My main concern with the Guardian Takedown is for a Manta or Sarah to leap in front of me as I'm shooting my gun. It is something that happens to me a lot in runs, where I'll just, like, fucking die, and I won't really know why.
I'm just getting warmed up. I am the greatest. Shoot that one and thank me later. Oh, I could get used to this. Yeah, I could use the practice.
Oh, I better not, like, get caught on a cliff edge, or, like, on a bloody, on Scourge's knee or something, while some got diadems closing in on me.
But I am unfamiliar with its purpose. Start pushing buttons, I suppose.
I shouldn't be at risk at sliding off of the edge.
The crystal seems to discharge if not tended to.
Any Mesmer tech? Nothing outside of standard. I have a Mesmer, I will be using it.
An Iridian temple! That must be the source of the signal. These Guardians are different somehow. They attacked this planet. What purpose could they have?
Stay still. Ready to unleash this power. Absolute massacre. Right. Grabbed an idiot. Who wants the kill? Just be.
More crystals. Interesting.
His enemies are very awkwardly spread apart.
Don't move. You enjoying the show? Take them out. Trance, a dance, a massacre.
This is the last objective I have left. No, I've got Hemo afterwards. Is this hard mode? Yes. This is true Guardian Takedown.
Stop. There's more where that came from.
The trial was held in me, and now you come to plead an heir to countless stolen souls.
Jumping to interrupt aggro.
Highly advanced
More like tracking, but yeah. Pathing.
Stop struggling.
Swear to fucking god, I need an unspec remnant.
Who wants a free kill? Quick. This is all too easy. Anyone else want to try? Just stop.
You sheepishly protest the flame with words of will. Come then to burn to meet a tower.
Alright, anathema. Anathema. Anathema is one scary fight. I am fucking horrified. Hey Mason, thank you so very much for the sub, much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. God, the overlap there is terrifying.
Feels so right.
Why is it the one that I pick?
I'll get you.
It's always the one that I pick. My damage being this low is really good because it means I'm actually getting a really good it means I'm getting Revolta proc every kill. Or every like rotation. Halfway. That's exactly what I mean. Enemies leaping in front of my gun. Anathema down.
Shame to see such brilliant ancient technology destroyed, but I must admit you make it entertaining to watch.
Have I got Guardian rank off? No. I have double turtle on Revolta. It just happened. I didn't farm for it, but... We got a non-elemental stinger, that's not ideal. It's a damn shame that's got a 60-second cooldown on it, because I'd much rather the 40% mag size. Now, I'm not triggering it off of cooldown, but there might be a situation where it saves me. Did Cartel trim and Takedown as role reversal made away flak? Hell yeah, getting the practice in. Fell down here before, so yeah, I can imagine.
No.
Are we through here?
Lightspeed fun, triple sticky longbow funny. Triple sticky longbow is very funny.
Come on, I want a damn challenge. Here comes the drop.
Hey Fifio, how you doing? Hope you're well.
Time up. Somebody shoot this one.
Crystal's done. When did they fix that expedite? It's one of the final updates of the game. I think it was the patch after they released Director's Cut, Hemovorous. So not the patch that released Hemovorous, the patch afterwards, I believe.
Must fill the new, because your empty hand could not be filled. They fell, and here you stand.
Chat, stay hydrated.
Is that the best you've got? Come on, more!
Okay. It is time for this platform. I don't like this platform. I'm good. I don't like this platform. Did I say that? Noises were made.
Grabbed an idiot. Who wants the kill?
Trash is no longer clean. Oh, I just gotta go and I just gotta go FK for 2 minutes. No reason. We're at that time again where the game is trying its damnedest to kill me. Fuck. out of precaution. You heard the howl of a small animal from the kitchen? Yeah, I don't know. Fucking raccoons, man. We should get that checked out.
Go in, Vault Hunter, so we may get a reading on whatever's inside. Yes, it's probably a monster of some sort, but science demands we make certain.
Must have been the name. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. You'll get your chat streamer would never. Must have been the wind. Local man is fine. More at 11. Sir?
Anyone else want to try? Oh, Gravedigger, you're welcome. Barely worth the sweat.
Is that Mesmer I'm using? Yes. Don't push me towards the exploding diadems, that is very rude. Okay.
I am unstoppable.
Cool. I'll take it.
Let's see how those crystals resonate.
Just like my fastest room 2 ever. Yeah, it's fine.
An outstanding takedown, Wotan.
Oh. Guardian takedown done.
You avenged the population of Minos Prime. Assuming they are dead, of course. Based on my scans, it's as though they disappeared off the face of the galaxy entirely. Another exciting day in science.
You know, like, how 35 minutes ago I said that my heart will skip a few beats in the next 40 minutes, and then during that my heart skipped a few beats. Fucking... Did you know, if Ava is in Borderlands 4, she'll be 21 years old? Because Borderlands 4 is 6 years left of Borderlands 3. Wait, shit, really? 15 plus 6 is 21? I didn't know. That's revolutionary to me. Thank God she'll be able to gamble and drink. I mean, Borderlands is just a gambling game, let's be real. It's a fucking slot machine is what Borderlands is, so, you know. We still need to enter Ava drug addict arc that all sirens go through.
Remember, this is space, people, so don't do nothing.
Amara's pet slitting Hermes because Ava's on a bender. Right, let's go.
I just put two and two together. As Admiral of the Crypts and Raiders, I'm always on high alert for nefarious schemes.
And the forge. That's fine. Hey, Reckless Monster, how you doing? Thank you for the 52 months. You might not recognize because of the username change. I was Reckless Monster 69. I secured this new one by finding and killers the users named Reckless Monster 1 through 68. I am now the Reckless Monster Prime. I am the one. Fun movie that, the one. The story is exactly how you describe. How much more do I have to do? Hemo. Heart attack percent. Best multiverse movie ever. I mean, like, probably, yeah. What character will I play in Borderlands 4? Yes.
Hey, another weird alien door. It looks like it takes iridium. Just pay up when you're ready to be annihilated by an exsanguinating monstrosity. Good luck, recruit. Have fun getting drained of blood and or robots. And don't worry, I'll be safely miles away.
Yeah, for the thing about anima being bad is it's ultimately quite negligible, and if you ever plan on doing Unleash the Dragon stuff, then take anima. Because the negative of anima is, especially at such a high level now, it's quite inconsequential. It's just that there's no real reason to take it. There are better skills here. Even, like, the tree in general just kind of sucks, but... And you're just kind of picking the battle of the mid to get down the tree. And anima is just one of those. It has a niche that's quite good, though. If Ava ages anything like Tina did in BL3, she'll look like a 50-year-old bar hag. Are you implying Tina looks old? Because question mark?
As long as there's no trees.
Oh, fuck. I save quit to get rid of the bug, but I don't have the iridium anymore. Yeah, that's funny. Let's quickly go fix that. That's really funny. Hold on. Stop stalling. Look! This wasn't planned. Why do I have less shields? Oh, that's why. I'll just be a minute. Let me just unequip this in case I do something fucking dumb.
Those crystals resonate with me. Crystals to crack.
Personal space, it could be better. Question mark.
Reveal your secrets, crystals.
Isn't an 18% V2 bonus as a tier 1? I mean, yeah, it's gone early, but like, who gives a fuck? I mean, okay, it would be amazing if it was global, because then it would apply to Phase Lamb. Saying a gun game? Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Last thing? Yes.
It feels so good. I hope you're warmed up. Brilliant. Feeling good. Hold them off for me. Ready to unleash this power. Come on, I want a deck challenge. I am brimming. Feeling good.
Yes! Woo! Oh my lord. Oh. Borderlands 3. Story, all DLC, both events, arms race included, all endgame, Mayhem 72, Mayhem 10, level 72. Not a single fight for your life. That is the tensest fucking run I have ever done. Oh my god. There are two instances in the game, Scryer's Crypt and Ferocious Canopy, where the game does a scripted fight for your life thing. Unfortunately, there's no way to bypass those, especially the 8 and 6 one. Oh, where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Slytherin. Thank you so much, Seer. Thank you, Viper, for the 5. Yeah, no, that was so smooth for a hemo kill. Like,
This is so goddamn sublime.
as far as hemo kills go, that was so smooth. My true melee run, which I went to this build at the end, I had to pull out so much bullshit to get me through that fight. This one went so much better. I am slightly better kitted this time. As far as hemo runs go, I couldn't have asked for better, to be honest. We got Vermi out of the way nice and quick. I struggled hitting airborne hemo. I didn't want to get too close because I didn't want the fish slap to bounce back and hit me. So I had to resort to the face puncher there. And then, as soon as the armor went down, hemo just went to the other side of the map, which is perfect for me, because it's... I could just lob loads of fish slaps at it before the projectiles got to me. How do we not hear a scream when my hit points went really low? I'm fully locked in. My hit points went low. I didn't have the mental capacity to let out a scream, because the priority was to shoot something. I had to swap to the free radical just because I knew it was a gun. Hey Zerka, very nice. Yeah, I didn't have to use the I did quite a good job of dodging a lot of those attacks. I didn't have to use my Psycho Stabber for healing at all, which is really, really good. I did a good job of keeping my kill skills up as well. Well, you know, I'm sure when I go back and watch it, it won't be, but... Yeah, that was a lock. I was locked in. I was so locked in there. Yeah, Maliwan Takedown Bridge was closer than Hemo. Wow. 19 hours, 53 minutes on the character. Current mission, --. Yeah, Maliwan Takedown Bridge was scary. That was very scary, was Bridge. I thought I was gonna die. Oh, also, because you're chilling in Sanctuary 3, you got the notification! Man's getting spoilers! That's epic. Hemovorous is easy to avoid attacks, I feel. That's why I say that particular run went very well as far as Hemos go. So if you get caught in mid-range to Hemo as she does her barrage attacks, there's very little you can do to avoid that, especially without a Snowdrift. I got... Hemo's movements around the map, there was a couple of times where she tried to corner me, as you may have noticed, but for the most part she was very polite. Lazy data completed, die. That's amazing. The fact that you're able to catch that pop up on screen, that's great. Yeah, she wanted me to have it. After the frame rate zoop scare in Guardian Takedown and the entirety of Maliwan Takedown Bridge, there were many close calls just through the run as well, because that's the thing with a No FFYL challenge. Is in a one life, you're usually confident enough in your build that you'll be able to just romp through a map 99 times out of 100 without getting close, and the 100th time you still get through. Like, there's no threat. But with No FFYL, suddenly, anything can end it. It could just end. You can get dropped into Fight for Your Life so quickly. And there's attacks that bypass health gate. I was about to ask how much I crutched on Last Stand during that Hemo fight, but of course none. I unequipped it for Unleash the Dragon. I avoided every barrel. I did in fact avoid every barrel. I think it was Epic who made a post in the about the Borderlands 4 gameplay, talking about a barrel and how the player didn't die from it. And I looked at the range and thinking, yeah, no, that barrel doesn't reach the player there. Because the range of barrels is so ingrained. I just look and go, yeah, no, that's safe. Weapons also the same way, absolutely clutch, thanks. Yeah, you can face tank play through barrels, and they'll just do like half your shield. How's burn? It's fine, it's much better today. Yesterday hurt. I had to dangle it in water when I went to sleep. But today, I've noticed it, you know, especially when dealing with hot water and stuff, but it's like, I don't feel it right now unless I poke it. And as doctors would recommend, don't poke your injuries. Did I miss it? Yes. Now he tells me. Hey doctor, it hurts when I poke this. Alright, don't poke it. Okay, so that run took 23 hours. That's like 20 hours is pretty good. Borderlands 3, No FFYL, 1 life. BL3. Is that a red or a black, are we thinking? In terms of difficulty. On my challenge spreadsheet. That's a black. How is it not a black? That would be the second one. The other one was a fresh playthrough from Mayhem 11 start. I rated the Hunt 1 life, 100% all content, no Iron Bear Moes, Insanity percent, pre-nerf Guardian Takedown on launch, and Bane only BL2 as red, very hard. Fresh playthrough Mayhem 11 was a black. And then like, OP8 without red text items is yellow, Flacker only is yellow. No gun flak 1 life is yellow. True melee 1 life is orange. How difficult was it for me? I mean... First try. First playthrough Mayhem 11. It was very difficult, beef. I should probably lower it to a red because I reckon it's easier as Zane. Maybe I should do it again as Zane. That's something you can learn, but it was very difficult. I don't like Apex Ray. It was good. I mean, pretty like standard. Like, hey, all of the attacks, but they have aftershocks now, and a new move that combos into other moves that kills you. But it was fun because it's right now. I don't think the other Apexes will be as good, just because it's not Raidao. Raidao had the advantage of being a great fight. Ah, yeah, so as Moe's, you make a valid thing there, Beef, so... It's awkward to set up, isn't it? I had to get like a weird special like save file for it to work. I couldn't get any other method for it to work. I had to go digging in the depths of Nexus for save files. Yeah, so maybe I should change that. Reevaluate. When Nightmares clear the fuck out of it, it would be slow, but yeah. Potentially. Thank you for testing. I did it as Flag. So maybe I'll note that. So maybe my rating, it just felt very difficult when I did it. Especially some of the early game fights. Like the one where you're fighting with Zero. In that courtyard. Where it opens up the Maliwan robots and then you get attacked by Maliwan. That fight was so difficult. Congrats, Nadio and Flak. So the cool thing about Flak, right, is you have... I find Flak 1 Live's the easiest character. Just end of. Now, No Fight for Life's a bit different, but Flak does have enough tools. Maliwan Takedown and Hemo would be more difficult, depending on how geared you got before Hemo. Because the thing about Flak is you can put together the build that I had there on Flak, and it would be stronger. So, as Flak, you could reasonably set up an insta-kill on Hemo. My most played character in terms of save files, that one's easy.
A robot, a siren, a mech soldier. Yes, that might. A siren warrior from Partali. Fierce, powerful, could come in handy.
Now, this is very split. So, I've duplicated Hellzerker a couple of times. So I've been playing Hellzerker without the time actually going up. I have Hellzerker speedrun, and I have Hellzerker EGR. But yeah, Hellzerker at 45.
Fierce, powerful, a siren, a covert, a robotic beast master, a mech soldier, a mech soldier,
A mech. My main moose. With 11 days.
A mech soldier. Yes, that might do. Vladov Urs, a mech soldier. A robotic beast master.
My main Flak's at 19 days.
Just keep that thing on a leash. A mech soldier. A siren.
So 4 months to go, what now? That is an excellent question. I don't know. Where do I go from there? Like, that would be fun. A trip to BLT next? I'm not too sure about that. No Fight for Life when Bows and Falls, and that would just be frustrating. Ever tried RoboQuest? Yeah, I 100%'d it. I'm blindfolded. Missed the run, can I get the build I was using? So if you look at that link, for 99% of the run, I was using Hellzerker Amara, and then for Hemovorous, I swapped to Doomsday. And if I go in-game, I had a pretty good free radical. I used a couple of Psycho Stabbers, I had a double turtle revolter, 2 very average rolled fish slaps. My cryo fish slap is pretty poor. Corrosive would have been better, and not jumping generator. Perfect Unleash the Dragon, but my main artifact was the Stalwart Last Stand, which gave me shock damage, just because that was the best last stand I got in the playthrough. And that was for safety. And I had a 1 passive Phaserker, which had cooldown rate on it. And then a couple more crits and free radicals. An EMP5. A Mesmer. Double turtle revolver I did. Extra passive, extra buffer is nice. Hey, Hayabusa. So I don't know if I want to commit to streaming a game as expansive and, you know, as long, but I've never played Oblivion, and I'm even more blind with Oblivion than I was with Skyrim, if you remember that run. And I was very blind going into Skyrim. I only knew the obvious meme stuff, and even that, my knowledge was limited, because I didn't really pay attention. Oblivion, I'm even more of a blank slate. But it is a big fucking game. Send it. Have I streamed Redux? I have, yes. I proved I can make an endgame build in under 20 hours, so anyone who says that it's hard to do that, they just don't want to learn what works for it. Yeah, that's fair. Time to stream Fallout 76. Now, I would like, for, you know, obvious reasons, would like to keep the momentum up with Borderlands. Nah, I'm not a huge fan of The Witcher 3. I've tried it. So I guess if I were to play a not Borderlands game, the best time to do that would be now. And maybe take a break from Lands after that run. I will say Reckless on that. Whilst I was playing safe, I did also have dialogue skill, which saves a bit of time. I get it's still under 24 hours for sure, but yeah. In terms of Monster Hunter, I'll probably not stream the other Arc-Tempereds. But I might stream the other title updates if they're good. But yeah, you do raise an excellent point. That was a level 1 character to all endgame completed, true level, in under 20 hours, so. As I said, 20, yeah. Which... I mean, if you look at my in-game time, it's 1953. What happened in 1953? Anything interesting? Pre-sequel Wilhelm drone build story playthrough? So... You joke! Queen Liz's coronation. Fair enough. You joke, but during the Insanity Percent 1 life nonsense, my first TPS run was that. The first Everest climb. Interesting. Stalin died. An interesting year then. A double helix of DNA was discovered. Oh hell yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't know how I go beyond that for... So, with challenge runs, typically, you have to one-up yourself every time to keep it interesting. Otherwise, people aren't interested. I don't really know how I go up from that whilst keeping it interesting to myself. Obviously, you can say start a pistol only, but that doesn't sound fun at all. Like, that's just going to be 80% running around looking for bullets. Your dad was born in 53? Well, it's the best year ever then, wasn't it? Fuck. Any fun builds I want to try that I haven't? Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I've been trying a few of them recently. Things like, slam bows and ASC splash bows. Stalin reincarnated. I don't know, has he committed any, like, atrocities or anything? Have I tried no skill points? I am the no skill points guy. I've done no skill point playthrough, I've done no skill point endgame with every single character. I have done no skill point true trial boss one-shots within the first hour of them being released. Thank you, Graham. You're welcome. Not yet. There's still time. Yeah, no skill points is my thing. I wonder how viable no skill point stuff will be in Borderlands 4. Wally delayed for 15 minutes. It's in 17 minutes. Okie dokie. I'll be watching that. I'll play Mass Effect. I could play Mass Effect. Legendary Edition's on sale right now. It's only a $5. Ooh, I could play Mass Effect. Do I play Mass Effect, chat? 1, 2, 3. The Legendary Edition comes with DLCs, right? I never did the DLCs. Insanity. You want Oblivion's hot stuff right now? That is true. Oblivion is hot stuff. What do you mean I didn't do the DLCs? So it was... Mass Effect came out in the era where you'd buy a game, and because it was like EA or some bullshit, you'd have a code on it that only one of you could use. So naturally, my dad used the code, and he played the DLCs. And I didn't have the DLCs because he used the code. I couldn't play Mass Effect 3 multiplayer because he used the code for the DLCs. Alright, yeah, next Borderlands challenge is Insanity percent 100%. No fight for life. Right. Insanity 100% as a casual playthrough is a challenge run, Viper. Insanity percent 100% in of itself is a challenge run. Let alone a one life, no fight for your life. I'm not a Mass Effect fan, but I am a Miranda fan. It would be nice seeing her bonk. I don't fucking know, man. You want this shit? Insanity percent was so much fun, though. Like as a run, Insanity percent was the most fun one. And I'm going to do it again when Borderlands 4 comes out. Not immediately, obviously, but when it gets to the point in Borderlands 4 where I start returning to older games, Insanity percent Borderlands 4 is happening. I believe it would be awesome. Finish it on Borderlands 4 release day. I know a lot of people will be going through and playing like older games, like doing a 1, 2, 3, and then as 3 ends, they jump into 4. What exactly is Insanity? It's all games, all playthroughs. So for Borderlands 1, you do playthrough 1, playthrough 2. For 2 in the pre-sequel, you do normal, true, and ultimate, ending on the final boss. Borderlands 3, you do normal and true. So right now, it's 10 total playthroughs. It's a long run. Casually, it's about... My one life, the successful one run took me about 70 hours to do all 10 playthroughs. So that's 7 hours of playthrough average. Do you think they'll give up skill points 1 at a time like 3? Do you think they'll give up skill points 1 at a time? What do you mean give up? I mean, like, give you skill points 1 at a time? They do that in every game. Minus Wonderlands. All side quest DLCs, all games. Would be real lengthy, though. See, I've kind of done that. I did that. My Roland BL1 run was precisely that. I made sure to read the text on every single side mission. And that's how we found the depressed Claptrap who was subjugated to horrors. Well, I have no idea what you mean. What do you mean they gave you like 2 or 3 more skill points in Borderlands? They gave you like 9 to 11. Like, no, you just get a you just get a skill point when you level up, starting at a certain level, and then you just get 1 skill point per level up. They rate. Are you trying to say, do you think they'll do level caps? Do we think that they'll increase the level cap post-launch? Because if so, don't do drugs, Exhibit A. Hey, Mascafati, how you doing? Hiya. So that one, Gearbox don't want to do level caps. Oh god, now you got me doing it. Gearbox do not want to do level caps, but the community wants them. Because the community doesn't know what they want, so they say they want level caps. But then they complain that they have to refarm their gear, because the community don't know what they want. So it's just a toss-up. Do they fold? Do they plan level caps pre-launch and do them into the game? Planned, because like take Borderlands 2 for example, they specifically planned not to do them. People asked for them, they caved and did them. Borderlands 3, it was a bit more planned. They planned for level 72 to be the final stepping stone. And they planned that at an early stage. And then Wonderlands, they planned not to do any at all. Why do we want them? Level caps can breathe life into a game. So if you've done everything, you farmed everything, a level cap has you do it all again. So if they just want a boost in player base, they release level cap bonus, level cap increase. Boom, they get more players. And there is a sweet spot for how many levels to give the most diversity. For example, level 50 is not it in both Borderlands 2 and 3, because there are core skills that you're gonna want every build to have. And then sometimes that will leave you with very little skills left over for playing around with and creating diversity. on the flip side, having too many skill points means you just have everything on every build and there's no difference between any of them. So the middle ground is there. For Borderlands 2, it was probably around level 61 to 65. 61 was, of course, a level cap. And for Borderlands 3, it was widely regarded around between 57 and 65. How do we know they planned it for Borderlands 3? When they announced the level 72 cap, they mentioned on a live stream that 72 was the always the plan. Like, they said that ending at level 72 was always the plan. Yeah, 65 was nice. 57 was a little limiting, but I know that when we went from 57 to 65, the mood at the time, at least in the theory crafting community, was this is too much. And then they did 72. So 65 was probably alright. I just hope they have loadouts. They've made it... Yeah, so there's one huge change with the inventory in Borderlands 4. And that... If I go in game now... Was Borderlands 2 my first Borderlands? No, my first Borderlands was Borderlands 1. Way back in ye old 2010. So, this is my inventory. If I need to change stuff, I can just do this. Scroll. That. Scroll. I want that. Scroll. I want this. Scroll. And it's all on one screen. In Borderlands 4, you have to do it the other way. I want to change this. I'm going to do that. Now I want to change this. I'm going to do that. I want to change this. If the inventory works. You got to do it the other way. You can't do it from one screen. You have to go into 4 separate screens. Or one for each equip slot. So you can't just scroll down all your guns, your shields, your grenades, your class mods, your artifacts. You have to go from your guns, your shields, your class. You gotta do it the other way. You gotta go through more screens. You gotta scroll through the inventory separately every single time. And from what we saw in the Borderlands 4 gameplay, is there just flat out is no screen that shows everything. There just isn't one. Because in order to see your inventory, you have to select one of these slots. So, if I select my artifacts, I only see my artifacts. So, from what we can tell in Borderlands 4, there is no screen where you just see everything. Unless there's, like, a button somewhere. We'll have to see when it launches. And you did not expect each of them to go 70 cap? Well... I mean, we just kind of played them as they came. So, like, Borderlands 1, of course, was 69 cap, and that was around when I started playing. Borderlands 2 came out, I was, you know, a 15-year-old child, and I wanted bigger numbers. So I wanted level caps. And then Borderlands 3 is when I started thinking critically, and went, actually, maybe it's a bit too much. Playing BL3 again after years and no idea what gear is good. Nemesis seems kind of good. Nemesis is solid. If I was to be a tier list, which I might fucking do just to be like annoying, Nemesis is like a high B. It's a solid weapon. It's not like super endgame viable, but it will get you to endgame. It's a great weapon. And if you have an abundance of damage, i.e. you're over leveled or you're in story, Nemesis is one of the best guns in the game because the bullets fly straight and they're basically instantaneous. So if you're one-shotting things, then you can't really get a better gun. How you do it on console, but the thing is, Ian, is you have the option of doing it this way. Of just scrolling through your one giant inventory to change things. The Borderlands 4 UI didn't present a method of doing this. It didn't even present the option because there was no overall screen for your inventory visible. Which of the Borderlands 4 Vault do you think will do I like the most for the limited information that we have? Specifically the projectile action skill on Vex. The summon action skills, not as much. Specifically the projectile one. Beyond that, I'm hoping Eamon has something interesting. Now, we've seen Eamon run... Is it Eamon, his name? We've seen him run with a wrist-mounted shield. That'll probably be one action skill. And we've seen him slam... we've seen him throw his axes. But we've also seen him do Cleansing Flames. Now, if the axes and Cleansing Flames are 2 different action skills, then that covers all 3 action skills, and none of those interest me greatly on a general purpose just to have fun and play. Which is a shame, because I really like Eamon's design. As for Rafa, he has the charge pistol. If that's good, then that'll be cool. He's got the sword swishy swash, like where he goes to third person and starts decapitating people. That looks epic. Probably won't be very good, but it looks epic. And I don't know what his third action skill is. Then for Harlow's got phase grasp, so I'm naturally just going to like gravitate towards that playstyle anyway. She also has Tendava, but like Disco Tendava. Is Harlow just Amara? Wait, she's got Tendava and she's got Phase Grasp. Where's Disco Tendava? She's got a couple of clips with it. There's specifically a first-person clip in the second trailer where a disco ball like envelops the screen and then it launches forwards and explodes. Summons on the player in first person, envelops the screen, launches forward and explodes. Tendava. Hold on. Hold thy phone. Wasn't that one? What is this one?
Wake up and I'm feeling like I wake up feeling like I'm brand new.
Let's mute that. That was Rafa. That's Eamon. There's one of these clips where she does it. Aha! This one. Is that not Tandava? It explodes. It's slower. Because Borderlands always just has to slow projectiles down. Yeah, you can. It's got a third person showing of this action skill. Is there one shot in the trailer? Yeah, that's just making it fancy, because it's a trailer. Well, Arta, the entire core of Vex's playstyle just seems to be balanced around having those. So the thing with Fleck is the pets, because they're a passive and not an action skill, they specifically were not balanced to do action skill and like proper levels of damage. And that's why you had a lot of people trying to do pet builds and then complaining that they didn't feel very good because they were just too weak without like all of the perfect investment and to just be average. Whereas Vex seems very much like, these are action skills, these are her thing, they'll be good. Turret mode? Are you sure that's not just Ordnance? It will be Hex. It won't be anything more in-depth than the difficulty selector in Wonderlands. So if you remember in Wonderlands, you had a slider that was like, welcoming, or whatever it was called, balanced and intense. 029 on that. Ah, yeah. That's kind of like a Vengeance Cannon, isn't it? That's cool. So it's like an Iron Bear Light where you can still use your gun. Yeah. This is so cool. Like, this is so cool. Also, is that not just Dahl weaponry? That's so... Rafa Bear. So, like, yeah, that's his charge pistol. We've seen that a few times. He's got slashy slash swords. We've seen that. And then, yeah. Good eye on that one. What's this? Who is that? That's a whip. Whose arm is that? Is that Rafa? No, that arm can't be Eamon. That's way too slender to be Eamon. Eamon's arms are bulky. Also, Eamon's all about axes. He's not a whip guy. Well, okay, maybe he is. And it launches a projectile. So this clip is funny. We have two already floating bandits, and then she phase grasps the third. Also, what's interesting, her gun never goes away. One of the biggest things against phase grasp is the fact you can't shoot while doing it. And it's why it's not actually that strong in relation to a lot of other endgame stuff. This gun doesn't go away. Is Atlas coming back? No. The downside of grasp is removed. See, what I don't understand is why there's two people already bubbled. Why are the two people already bubbled? I get... Oops. I get it's to do with this shot. I get they've set it up specifically for this camera shot. So, is that just for the pretty camera shot? Or is there a gameplay reason why they're already bubbled? Might have a stack. Cool. If they give me phase grasp with stacks, Also, this stream's getting gutted anyway. I'm sat in Sanctuary. Never mind. Yeah, like. Do we reckon that that's legendary because it's bright pink? Oh, look! We are stupid. Who said Eamon? Hexus and Rain, I apologize. Eamon is into whips. Eamon's my BDSM main man. So ranged melee, but like as an actual thing, is Eamon's thing. Interesting. That gun looks sick. Kitty! The Jacobs. Checkered grip on that Jacobs. I wonder if that's a unique. Have a look at this. That's bright yellow, but I don't think it's money. But that's also like red. Is that? Maybe that's just health. Maybe that's just like new health vial. We've got red and yellow on screen here. That's kind of weird. I think that's money. Yes, they did. Nonsense. They did. No, Odd Knight is orange. I think. It might be yellow, but it had like a very clear skin. That wasn't Odd Knight. Where? It was around where they said that you could pet it. They pet it. I know they pet it. I wouldn't know. I couldn't give you a timestamp off the top of my head, but I do remember them petting it. Yeah, that won't happen, Arto, just to temper your expectations. This guy's cool as fuck. This thing is cool as fuck. There is actually a creature that looks like this. So obviously this Robo version is based off of that creature. Cleansing Flames! Boom. But this is the exact same animation as in Wonderlands. Rafa's not doing anything interesting in that clip. Vehicles do have guns on them. Yo, it's the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 slide.
Be advised, a citywide curfew has been enacted. Violators will be shot on sight.
This thing. It's like the guy I out-drunk in Baldur's Gate 3. He's Order. Like, that's very Order, is that? Why does Eamon look like Soldier 76? There's that same pistol, like, checkered grip again. I do love this mechanic, where you've got, like, mini barrels on boxes and stuff, and you can use your grappling hook to pull them towards you and throw them. I hope that stays, like, good. The boss from Dark Souls 2. Hands. The boss with the hands with the fingers and the hands. Yeah, there we go. That's like Newton Dalla. That's the third person shot. With DLC characters confirmed, so they removed that. There is a bit of wording in the post a bit earlier on where they like kind of mention two characters like separately. Obviously Rafa and Vex, and then they had that post. So I wonder if it's separate, if they just like did terrible wording and separated the 4 Volunders that we get, or if it was a leak. You're less mad now? No, nonsense. You can stay mad because they didn't have an animation from the character. But yeah, they did do the thing. Right. I'm gonna call it there. I think there's quality on. That was no Borderlands 3, no FFYL Live 1 Life. Jesus fuck. You're the least interested in Tandava, lady. I mean, she is just Amara. Like, she's got Phase Grasp and she's got Tandava. I feel like a 5-hour Borderlands 3 weapon tier list would be fire. That is a thing people are doing now, aren't they? I might hop on that bandwagon because I don't know. I feel like a lot of my hours are spent evaluating weapons and their endgame viability. It's kind of my thing. There might be some weapons I struggle with, though. A lot of the DLC 2 weapons, and DLC 3 weapons, like Chandelier. Who the fuck knows how good Chandelier is? Frequency? The fuck's even a frequency? Some strange choices. There always will be in every tier list, because remember, these games, you can do so many different things that not everybody's gonna know everything. Now, I'd say I have a pretty expansive knowledge in terms of what can be, you know, made powerful in endgame, but nobody knows everything, and how you even play, even if you do know something, if you don't even consider that playstyle, because it's not something you ever do, you're not going to rate something like that highly. For example, Tunguska, low A, high B. Some people would put it on like D or E, because Tunguska's shit, but actually not. But it's so niche that making Tunguska good is just like so out there that it's so easy to miss. Pestilence, yeah, Pestilence being a high A tier weapon would be like, what? But it's actually meta in very specific worlds. Satisfaction showing most confused people? Is Satisfaction truly, like... I feel like it's more forgotten about weapons than Satisfaction. Anyway, F tier. My issue... is because I know how to make so many guns decent, my list would be like... it would just all be an A and B. Because I hate saying a gun is like low tier when I know how strong you can make it. So most of my list would be A and B. Because this game is actually better balanced than people give it credit for. So, like, the gaps between the tiers have to be so fine in order to just create separation. But then you'll have a weapon that's 2 tiers below another weapon, but somebody will go, well, hang on a minute. I think that weapon's better, but you've put it 2 tiers below. But when in actuality, the tiers are so close together because the guns are actually quite well balanced. Anyway. Thank you very much for watching. That has been Borderlands 3, No FFYL Life 1 Life. Probably the tensest, I'm not going to say most difficult, but the tensest challenge runs I have done, full stop. Yeah. That was tough. People feel bad. I wouldn't put Baby Maker in S tier. Again, most things go in A and B. I put Baby Maker in A. I haven't really done much in Baby Maker. Maybe I explore that. Remember Hail and Crypt because they should be on the list. Yeah, they will be. Crypt is S, Hail is B. High B. Don't get me mixed up. Class mod tier list. See, I could do a class mod tier list, but to really throw people, have it all in one, and all of Amara's are just at the bottom because Amara's class mods suck. Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna go. I've said I'm gonna go several times now. I'm doing that thing where I'm standing in the doorway and not actually leaving and I'm letting a draft in. So, I will figure out what to do when I'm next live, which should be Monday. I don't know what I'm going to be doing Monday. I do want to muck around with grenades. Grenades were a bit of a topic recently. I do want to muck around with grenades. So I might be here for Oblivion, and I might be here for Borderlands 3 grenades. We shall see. But with that, have a wonderful rest of the evening. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. This is me right now.